Right, so what I'm doing here is just pulling the speakers out because I know one of them's dead. So I need to do some testing to see which one it is. So we're going to test these on my amp, only on about 200 watt, but it should still be enough for me to determine which ones are broken or which aren't. So we'll have a go, we'll see what happens. Wow! How did that even happen? How the hell is a metal screw snapping in wood? I'm quite literally ready to do sub test. It shouldn't really power the sub too well because, as I said, it's only small wattage untouched. The minus is on the left side. As I say, this is just a test. It's not a permanent fixture. So I don't need the terminal ends on now, just a wasted cable. Just testing my 12s out to see if they're still alive, or if they're dead. So I haven't got my ramp at the moment, it's still in Peterborough. It's off. And you go. Moment of truth. So that works. What I'm going to have to do now is test this coil by coil because this is not working. There's not enough power. So this is what happens when you don't have a mono amp. You can't run a 4-channel amp on a proper sub, it just does not work. So I'm going to have to do this coil by coil. It's 4 times I've got to do this test. Right, so I know what the problem is, it's frequency. So I need to put this frequency right down. Right down, about down here. As low as it goes. Let's try that. There we go. That's what I'm after. So, now that works. Next coil. it's not worth me testing both coils at once because I just don't have the power to push one speaker properly. Yeah, GoPro overheated because it was in the sun, so I tested the other speaker, it's fine, so I'm guessing it's this one that's dead. We'll soon find out. Hard to say. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Can you hear that rattle? That rattles a dead speaker. Yep. With dead coil. So it's this coil that's dead. So I'm going to mark that. Got a bit of tape here so we know that this coil is dead. So it's this one is dead. Alright. Same test again on the other side. Just curious. I mean, we're here, so why not? I don't really care about this cable because it's going to be going in the bin afterwards. Right. Yeah, the coil's not completely gone, but it's on its way out. So basically it'll have a good resistance, but the minute it's moving how it should do, it's not running how it should do. So this speaker's done for. The other coil's worse than this one. The whole speaker's done for. That concludes the test. So that's the end of that speaker. So I've got one good Sundown and one bad Sundown. But looking at the coils, it's still both of them seen better days. For humor's sake, I'm tempted to bring out the big old Sundown. I really don't think it's going to do anything on this amp. Why not? I mean, we're testing speakers as a test video, so I'm going to go get that big beast NSV4 and we're going to try and put 200 watts for it. It's probably not even going to move. So even by my standards, this is a pretty stupid test, but we're going to do it anyway for the fun of it. So what I'm going to do, my gimbal wants to sort itself out and not drag its life down. So what I'm going to do, we're going to put about 200 watts from this amp into this, and we're going to see what happens. I can't imagine it having any good results, but it's like the what if. Those people that think that they can do it off any amp, or if they think their amp's like 600 watt output, in actual fact real world performance is like more like 250. Actually, I'm gonna still do that. I still don't like that idea. As much as I can do it, doesn't mean to say I will do it. This is one way to get the crap off your coil, off your speaker cone if you want it off. Switching on now. Wow, just remember that was to one coil. And the one thing you want to remember, don't think that because your sub is 3000 watts you can't blow it, because it's not about how many watts you necessarily put through it, it's whether it clips or not. So if that amp's clipping right now, for example, I'd blow my amp. I'd blow my amp, my speaker would not cope. No matter what speaker it is, if it's clipping, it's basically arcing out on itself, you're gonna blow it. It's just simple as that. So I'm gonna turn this. It looked to me like it was on the brink of clipping. So let's try again. Not bad. But that's on 200 watts. So it's not doing half bad. So not doing too half bad off 200 watts. So yeah, you can move one of these speakers. It'll move, but it'll sound like arse compared to having something that was 4,000 watts over 200 watts. I mean, that's a big difference. That much movement off a little bit of wattage is not good. It's not going to sound good. So yeah, you wouldn't catch me running this big old sub on that little amp permanently. It just would never happen. Even off one of the 12s, I think this amp would probably be more suited to, I'd say, E8 maybe, one of the small eco speakers, something small like that. So not even an SA. This amp's not really for an SA. I'm not saying it's going to kill it, but it's not going to be to its full potential. I'd say the E range personally. And that's like a safe bet. You could stick that speaker on this amp and it would more or less be okay. It'd be a nice match. But as I say, this is just going to be driving mid-ranges, not low end like this. Anyways, I'll speak to you guys later. That concludes our test. So it is working. Anyways guys, catch you later.